Fish Show. On your radio every Sunday, it's DJ Fish Show. On your radio every Sunday, it's DJ Fish Show.
People, a warm and hearty evening to you, or afternoon to you, wherever you may be. Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome, welcome. September is almost done. The 29th day of September. Hail, Sylvia Kwabo, happy birthday to you. My good friend Shala Shah, happy birthday to you as well. The month of September is almost out of here, Charlie. I mean, only recently we're talking about welcome to 2024, Happy New Year, and all that stuff. Now here we are. October is around the corner. 3 months to go. If Verlinda was on, she would tell us how many days we have until Christmas. But here we are. Hey. This thing was so loud in my ears, I couldn't hear myself speak. I hope you could hear me earlier. Sak, we good on the sound side. Music, everything okay. Zoom, Charlie, welcome. And of course, you on the radio flip side. Afro Star Radio, Dadia Radio, good afternoon. Well, actually, be good evening over in Ghana. Weather a bit wet and dreary, at least on this side of town. I hope it's nice and lovely wherever you are. But of course, our job is to make sure we bring some sunshine into your life, and that's what we intend to do precisely right here on yet another episode of Music for Your Quality Feet, running from now till 7 Eastern Time. Nice one, we good. For those of you listening to us, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, I guess some parts of North Carolina, I hope you're okay weather-wise, man. Hey, I had a whole lot of respect for those of you whose kids go to school in different countries and stuff like that. We're over in Maryland, young lady over in Florida, and of course, reading all those weather reports, you get a little worried and hope that they'll be okay. Thankfully, everything is fine. She managed to escape, stayed away in Orlando for a little bit. Came back to campus yesterday, and at least in her area, little to no damage. So we are grateful for that. And of course, to all of you, the MQF family over in Florida who kept on, giving suggestions on where she should go and what she should do, and your homes were all open. Thank you. Charlie, Gen Z, man, you give them the advice. Whether they will take it or not, it's a whole different ball game. But thank you for your phone numbers, for your addresses and all that. Send it over to her if she could come over to stay whilst the storm was being a problem in some parts of Florida. So we're grateful for that. We thank you. What? I thought there was a lot going on this weekend. My mind seems to be blank. Oh, last week we were not here. Oh, yeah. Last Sunday we had to take an unscheduled break because we lost the mom of a close friend of a member of the MQF. Sewa is always here every show. A family member of a member of the MQF family. Sylvia Sewa is always here every single show. She'll be here later today, I guess. And mom suddenly, passed away within a space of 2 days. We didn't even realize she wasn't well. And that took everybody off guard. We thought it would be only ideal if we took Sunday off to spend some time with her, which we did. And I'm sure some of you may have noticed her mom has been on the show several times dancing, especially when we're playing the gospel at the end of the show and all that. You find an elderly lady. I don't want to say old. No, she was just 77. Often dancing on the show, especially during the gospel hour. and it was a sudden loss, and we took that off. Our condolences, of course, go to you, Sewa and Parko, the rest of the family, and to Belinda, to my mother-in-law, to Lillian, to Kelly, to Senyo, to Ellie, and of course the rest of you will let you know whenever funeral arrangements are made. And then I consider myself a little healthy lad. But this week I was just knocked down with gout. You know, I need to get a doctor here to come talk to us about gout one of these days, man. And the pain in my leg was immense. I could hardly walk. I mean, I was hobbling. I shouldn't even say hobbling. I was waddling from place to place when I had to. But today the pain is almost gone. I'm fine. I had 2 functions over the weekend. On Friday I had a function over in Washington, D.C. I virtually sat down. It was a black tie event, a 50th birthday. You know, black tie event, everybody has their suit on with their ties or their bow ties, nice shoes. I couldn't wear shoes. Couldn't. So I had to wear sandals and, you know, an African top, and I sat quietly in one corner and just did what I had to do. I'm glad the party went well. Yesterday also we spent some time over in Pennsylvania. Bole is an active member of the show as well, always either on Zoom or on YouTube, celebrating her her birthday. I'm not even going to put a figure to it, but she celebrated her birthday yesterday. So we're over in Pennsylvania having a lovely time, had a good party over there, got back home early this morning, and it was weird, man. It was. Did I have to go? I had to go because, you know, family thing, you have to go, it's nice. But man, that pain in my leg was like, poof. If it was almost anybody else, I probably didn't have been there. But I'm glad I got some time to see people I haven't seen in a long time. It's always nice to interact with people you meet from time to time. So that was it for this weekend. And today, looking really forward to this. The mental health awareness seminar, as I did say a while ago, that MQF wants to go towards in that direction. That's all we've been doing ever since we started, right? COVID frightened a lot of us. We had no clue what was going on, and, you know, we had to take care of our minds. And one way in which I was doing for myself selfishly was by playing music, and apparently it was helping a lot of people one way or the other. We've had the cruises as well, which helps us take, you know, a mental vacation. And I'm no expert in this at all, but today I'm happy that we'll have the opportunity to listen to 3 people at the 5 o'clock hour. We intend to start it a little earlier today, the interview session. So at 5 o'clock, we'll have our guests on and we'll speak to them. Dr. Jennifer Payne, Lilian Yamoah, and Dr. Kwagyei will be our guests at 5 o'clock here as we delve into our session on mental health awareness. And I hope that you can do what you usually do. Tell a friend to let a friend know that we're live, and we're ready to go. Music for Equality Feet, running each and every Sunday between 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Old school Afrobeats, a discussion with friends and family, interacting with us in the virtual world. We're ready to go live on Zoom, live on YouTube, live on Adjei Radio, live on Afrostar Radio out of Washington, D.C. We'll take a dip, listen to this, and then we'll be right back with music. Hey, let's go with this one now. Yep.
You see this picture? That's my brain. I had a brain tumor. I used to be normal, but now I'm not. Yeah. The surgery resulted in a metal plate in my head. Now going to PSA, it's such a nuisance. This metal plate is a constant reminder that I almost lost my life. Now I'm on a mission to improve standard of care for brain tumor patients in Ghana. I could retrain to become a neurosurgeon, but trust me, you don't want to be cutting into your brain. What I need you to do is to help me bring more neurosurgical equipment to Ghana This will tremendously help to improve the current standard of care. I need you to send this video to all your normal friends, doctors, lawyers, all executives. And remember, Houston is Lagos in America, but Ghana Jollof is better, and we need to show them that. Please join me at Hotel Zaza, Houston, Texas, 6 p.m. prompt for our inaugural gala. Hope to see you there. And dress to kill.
On your radio every Sunday, it's DJ Fish Show. On your radio every Sunday, it's DJ Fish Show.
Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. Devote yourself. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing.
It will be appropriately about 40 minutes of music before we get into our session on mental health awareness right here. Welcome to the show as we kick it off with Richard Davis. Don't Stop Believing. Vegas, that's your tune right there.
Emotions running high inside. Temptations in the mind. Hold on, just keep believing.
All you gotta do is keep holding on.
Every time you're feeling down, got to be strong. Gotta hold on, just keep holding on.
Don't stop believing. Devote yourself. Don't stop believing.
Never turn your back on life.
They call him the king of old school. Bolus, Dr. Taki, good to catch you on today, man.
Devote yourself to love.
Believing. Devote yourself. Don't stop believing.
Never turn your back on life.
Don't stop believing.
Got to be real.
It's my house on Sundays, and you're always welcome. Nana Sewa, Akosia, I like that top, man. I need to get one like that with my name in there. Yep, I see that one. Delaware. Ninette, good to catch you. In fact, you don't even know if she's in Delaware, she's in London, she's in Maryland. Hey, part-time pilot, welcome. Fuju. It's good to watch Chelsea of again. The Rose, how your eyes doing, man? The Canadians are in. Leslie. Minutes into another Sunday edition. In the streets of New York City, Pacheco, Lilian, Bridget. That's what's up, man. No matter where you are, we live. It's morning in they'll kill me now. Hong Kong. Good morning to you. New York City, you're live. The Canadians are here. It must be snowing there already, you know. And of course, here's over in London, England. Nana Sewa, New Jersey, represented. It's the way we manage our mental selves on Sundays. Talking to the professionals later in another half hour or so.
You like, tell me. how much you mean to me. There must be some other way to make you see. If it takes my heart and soul, you know I'd pay the price. Everything that I possess, I'd gladly sacrifice. Oh, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. To you, I guess I'm just a clown who picks you up each time you're down. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You give me just a taste of love to build my hopes upon. You know you got the power, girl, to keep me holding on. So now you got the best of me. Come on and take the rest of me. Oh, baby. Though you're close to me, we seem so far apart. Maybe given time, you'll have a change of heart. If it takes forever, girl, then I'm prepared to wait. The day you give your love to me won't be a day too late. Oh, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I can sing. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. To you, I guess I'm just a clown who picks you up each time you're down. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You give me just a taste of love to build my hopes upon. You know you got the power, girl, to keep me holding on.
Oh, the incredible Amapoku's live. Hey.
Girl, do you understand? I love my baby and I want my girl to love me. Please love me. Without you, without me, without us, how could this love be? How could this be? Let's tell everyone we grew up together, like brothers and sisters do. Let's take this slow. This will be our first little secret between me and you. No one will know. I love my baby and I want my girl to love me.
Ophelia.
Without you,
She said she stopped eating fufu. Now that's a serious one, man. Hey, how could this be?
please love me. Please love me. Please love me.
Oh, what a night. Late December back in '63. What a very special time for me. As I remember, what a night.
It was a night that I won't forget. I haven't had another one like it yet. And even though I didn't catch her name, I knew I was never gonna be the same. I can't describe how she made me feel, but she left my body shaking, head spinning like a wheel. Seemed so wrong, now it seems so right. Oh, what a lady, and oh, what a night.
I get a funny feeling when you are in the room as I recall it ending much too soon. Oh, what a night.
What a night on Friday night. Solonzo shutting it down in the Four Seasons over in Washington, D.C. What a ball we had. And over yesterday in Pennsylvania somewhere.
I keep calling her up, I like the way she talks.
Brandon's Natty, Charlie. Nice shakedown,
Don't
man.
care about this, about that.
And of course, the excitement continues this evening. Right here, live on Zoom, live on YouTube, on Afro Star Radio, and live in Ghana on Odadia Radio. It's Mental Health Awareness Week. Well, right here on the show. And pretty soon, we'll be heading over to our panelists for the evening.
As I recall it ending much too soon.
Bouncing and jumping live on Zoom. Hey, what a night.
It's time that you and I should start anew. Why hesitate? Time won't wait. You gotta hurry before it's too late. What are we gonna do about it, baby? Give me some loving. What are we gonna do about it?
Hello, hello, hey, how you doing? It's me, the Mac, the PHC, pursuing ya. Who in the world gave you the right to look so well on mine? Dynamite. Sucking on a pickle with a now later in the middle. How I feel for your girl is no riddle. I wanna. Yeah, I got to have her. She looks more better, so I want her more better than a thick man in quicksand. Hopes for help. At a glance, I'ma go for self. She's as cute as a puss in boots with good hair, and it's real to the roots. Damn near perfect. All my life I prayed for an all-world girl who's sweet as Kool-Aid. And thoughts of feeling that onion can make me cry. You hell of a babe. Oh me, oh my.
All right, folks, it's been an hour of old school music as we delve into our next session, starting it about half an hour earlier this week. Delving into the world of mental health pretty soon. I'll run it up with this song and then we come straight to our panelists. On yet another episode of Music for Your Quality Feet. Good to catch you all on here. Hey, Bridget, looking so serious in the back of the car. Smile small. Amapoku, Ophelia, Kusiana, Nasewa. And of course the YouTube family. Afro Star Radio, Odadia Radio, coming your way pretty soon. Each and every Sunday for the past, 205 Sundays, we've been together, relaxing, getting prepared for the week ahead with old school Afrobeats and everything in between, and some conversations. Continuing it today on Sunday, the 29th of September, 2024. Aretha Franklin and George Michael make way for three important people today. Dr. Jennifer Lilian Yamoah and my good friend Kwagyei. So mental health awareness is something we've talked about, not even professionally. What do we know? You know, we always talk about keep matters to yourself. Don't say anything that happens outside this house. You can't cry, be man enough. You know, these are things we learned when we were growing up from our own background. And then from the little that we watch on TV or just realizing, you know, things are a little different, we keep asking ourselves, are we raising our kids differently? Is there something that we're doing wrong? What don't we understand? Have we taken this for granted? So today and hopefully in subsequent weeks, we'll talk about coming to this junction right here on MQF where mental health meets community and culture, where we take this program to see how we can understand what mental health is. And as we've been doing with several things, we believe that our stories, our struggles and our strengths can be the catalyst for change. So today I hope that you join us as we celebrate resilience, as we share experiences and connect with one another and listen professionally to our three guests who will be talking to us together. And together, let's create a safe space for healing, growth, and for mental awareness, especially within the Black community. So before they come on, let me tell you, I give a little profile about our three guests here. I'll talk about Lilian Yamoah. Lilian, her father was actually my father was the best man at her dad's wedding. Lilian is a board-certified psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, 18 years of nursing experience. She's a dedicated and compassionate board-certified psychiatrist, mental health nurse practitioner with over a decade of experience in mental health experience, specializes in diagnosing and treating psychiatric disorders across the lifespan, including mood disorders, anxiety disorders, substance use disorders, and psychotic conditions. Her profile is so long, if I keep reading, we'll be here for another hour or so. So let's welcome Lilian first, and then. Yay! Welcome, Lilian.
Just mental health nurse practitioner with over a decade of experience in mental health experience.
I'm sure.
Specializes in diagnosing and treating psychiatric disorders across the lifespan, including mood disorders, anxiety disorders, substance use disorders,
Dr. Kwagyei.
Psychotic conditions.
Even
the profile is so long. If I keep reading, we'll be here for another
president of
hour. So let's welcome Lilian first.
So
thank you.
Dr. Kwagyei is a dedicated and compassionate
welcome, Lilian.
licensed clinical
Glad to be
social
here.
worker with active licenses in Virginia,
mental health,
North Carolina, and
nurse
Delaware.
practitioner with over
Since
a decade of experience
2017,
in
he's
mental
been
health
providing
experience.
exceptional mental health services, drawing on over 15 years of experience in the field. Kwagyei is an expert in exposure and response prevention and cognitive behavior therapy, specializing in the treatment of obsessive convulsive disorder, OCD, body-focused repetitive behaviors, depression, and anxiety-related disorders. Kwagyei's academic background is a robust BA in History, University of Ghana, and an MSW from Norfolk State University in 2009, and a PhD in Counseling and Psychological Studies, Regent University 2022. Kwagyei, welcome. Doc, good to see you too. All right, and then the last profile I'll go through is Dr. Jennifer Payne, PhD LCSW. She's a research scientist and a clinician at the Kennedy Krieger Institute in the Center for Child and Family Trauma Stress and the Center for Neuroscience of Social Injustice. She's also an assistant professor at the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine with a primary appointment in the Department of Psychiatry, Division of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. Received her doctorate in social welfare from UCLA School of Public Affairs, and is a licensed clinical social worker with many years of experience in mental health clinical practice and administration. Her research interest includes developing cultural tailored community-based depression and trauma interventions and addressing minority mental health disparities. She's been working on culturally tailoring acceptance and commitment therapy for African American communities experiencing racial trauma, and she's our guest number 3 this evening. So Dr. Jennifer, welcome as well.
Hello, hi.
Hey, how are you? Good meeting all 3 of you. I hope you can all hear me now.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Good. Perfect. Okay. I mean, let me turn this down. This is an area that, and I'll probably start with Kwagyei. Can I call you Kwagyei? Let's go Dr. Adjei.
Yeah, I always go back.
Doc, this is one area. A lot of us listening generally have the Ghanaian background, Ghanaians in the diaspora, right? And it is an area in which we probably had no knowledge about or did not take seriously until recently. So what, if I should ask you in a nutshell, what should we know about mental health? What should we know?
Right. Thank you for sure. Yeah. Like even myself, when I was in Ghana, I didn't know much about mental health. We thought mental health had to do with a person who is mad or crazy in the street. But now we know better, and we definitely can help educate our own members. I always say that you are your mental health. When we're talking about your mental health, that is your entire lifestyle, right? Your sleeping habit, your eating habit, your exercise habit, your social support, how you connect with friends. Everything that concerns you has to do with your mental health. So in a nutshell, your lifestyle is your mental health. But with our community, in terms of Africans in the diaspora, the transition and the adjustment and the process of assimilation here is one of the challenges that we do have when it comes to mental health. And several studies have supported the fact that immigrants, the fact that you're an immigrant in the United States alone is a challenge for your mental health. It's just because of racism, the inequalities, and just trying to navigate. Imagine people leaving their parents, their friends, their family, everybody, and coming to a foreign land trying to navigate and trying to adjust. That process itself takes a toll on people's mental health. And besides that, there's also a lot of stigma in the system here, especially our community, because of our lack of understanding of what mental illness are. We tend not to seek help. We tend to associate it with spirituality and spiritual forces, evil forces, and witchcraft. So overcoming those cultural barriers itself becomes a challenge for us. We are in America. There are a lot of services available for people to utilize, but with our people, we have a lot of challenges, and I'm sure that other speakers will speak to it. So this is how I'll introduce that. We have a long way to go. The transition itself poses a challenge for our mental health. Thank you.
Very, very well said. Dr. Jennifer, is it okay if I call you Dr. Jennifer, though?
Yeah, sure, please do.
Okay, he did talk about certain stigmas, especially coming from the African culture, and he brought in a little bit of the religious background, religious aspects of it. Would you say is the same, also are the similar challenges within the African American community? What are some of the stigmas associated with openly talking about mental health?
Yeah, I agree. I think the same challenges happen in America, and they probably happen all over the diaspora. Those same challenges for for Black people. And I think, it's partly because of all of the problems of colonization that have happened all across the country, not just this country, but across the world, across the globe. And I noticed that in like, for instance, in America, it's the same thing, that there are some people that spiritualize a mental health issue and think that, like, just like what you said, that it's demonic. Um, but the truth of the matter is that many of us have been stigmatized, and many of us have been traumatized in various ways. Trauma is not something that is our own fault. And so I think that a lot of times people think that mental health issues, they feel some guilt about it, like, oh, I'm to blame, or their family might think they are to blame. But the truth of the matter is that trauma is not, you're a victim, or you're a survivor. You're not the impetus of the trauma. So there's lots of people out there that are suffering from trauma, either trauma that's happening within their own family, or trauma that has been passed down intergenerationally. So yeah, so I agree. I think it's pretty much the same in America.
Yeah, it's a tough one out there. Now I want to come to Lilian, and Lilian, I think yours is a little different compared to the previous speakers. And I came to you last because you deal with this on a day-to-day basis, right? You are a mental health nurse practitioner. You handle this on a day-to-day basis. So first, two-part question: what made you go into this field? And then can you just tell us a day in a life, what your day is like? Just choose one random day and tell me what a day is like at work.
All right. Can you guys hear me? All right.
Loud and clear.
In nursing school, I was that person who didn't want to have anything to do with mental health because I was afraid of it, honestly. To put it bluntly, I wasn't comfortable. At clinicals, I would hold on tight to people because I felt very uncomfortable. So fast forward, I did med-surg, moved to Texas, got a job at a hospital. My husband said, come and work with me at a jail. I said, there's no way. I'm not going to work at a jail. Are you kidding me? So needless to say, he said, either you keep quiet about your hospital job or come and work with me at the jail. I couldn't keep quiet, so I went to the jail. Went to the jail as a correctional nurse, and I realized that people were using the jail, society was using the jail as a mental health hospital, basically. And so people get arrested because of their mental illness, and they come there, and that's where they get care. So I was a correctional nurse, and I became a correctional nurse manager, and I realized, you know what, there is a niche here. So all of a sudden, something that I was so afraid of, I realized this is something I really want to do. People need help. So I delved into mental health nursing, and I wanted to become a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more. But my fear was that I didn't know much about it. And as my other panelists have mentioned, there's this stigma attached to it. And even though I was a nurse, I still, I was also having the same stigma. But once I got to learn about it, once I got to know more about it, that stigma went away. And I realized that this is something I need to do. And of course, I've been a champion for that ever since then. So that took me to become a nurse. I went back to school, get my psychiatric nurse practitioner, and I work across the lifespan from children to, I guess, the very elderly. And it's been really, really, really wonderful. If I had known this, I would have done it much earlier. So a day in the life of a nurse practitioner. I work from home. This is my home office.
Oh.
So I wake up, get dressed, get ready, come to work. I behave like I'm going to the office. But the office is not far from here. It's about 10 minutes from my house. But there is such a need that I have, my office has me working in different locations. So to best use me, I work from home and I can see people all over Williamson County. So and that's a big county in Texas. So I see, about maybe 8 or so cities put together that I see. So I have a very large clientele. And so come in the morning, most of the time they go to the clinic, they get their vitals done, they come in, they log on to Zoom, I see them. If it's a follow-up, it's 30 minutes. If it's a psych eval, a new patient, it's 1 hour, and that is not even enough. But we're booked out 6, 8, 12 weeks way ahead of time. So it takes a very long time to get services because of the need.
Oh,
But
I see. And are there enough practitioners?
there aren't enough practitioners, and there's such a shortage. And then when you think about pediatrics, nobody wants to do pediatrics because you have to deal with the parents, their own issues, got to deal with the family members, and then you have to deal with your patient. So most people don't want to do pediatrics. In our clinic, there are only 2 pediatric psychiatric nurse practitioners. I'm one of them. The rest of them are adults because they rather deal with the adults. It's a lot easier, it's a lot quicker. But so the kids are suffering. They really are. Everybody gets their little piece of time, but the children are left behind. So that's where my passion is even more.
There's so many angles connected to mental health. And when Dr. Adjei was speaking, he mentioned a lot of terminologies. I don't even know the difference between. You mentioned anxiety disorder. You mentioned OCD. I've heard what they are. I think I have an idea of what they are. What are the differences between the two, if there is, if any at all?
Okay, thank you for your question. Yeah, so we have different diagnoses, multiple diagnoses. Some of them show similar symptoms, some of them are quite different. But I specialize in OCD, and my interest in OCD started from quite an interesting story time. We don't have time to share that. But yes, a lot of people, even including clinicians, can confuse anxiety with OCD. Anxiety, typically, people have a lot of things that they worry about day-to-day stuff, right? So anxiety involves, life worries that people's aspect of their life, like their health. People can be worried about their work, their relationships, social situations. And this kind of worries, it tends to make them restless, fatigue, sometimes difficulty concentrating. Sometimes your body can also respond to anxiety, different form of symptoms, muscle tension, difficulty sleeping, and stuff like that. Now, OCD, originally part of the anxiety-related disorders, but with research, it's been shown to be a disorder on its own, and it usually involves intrusive thoughts. And people, we used to joke, we call somebody OCD just because they are neat, just because they are organized, we just call them OCD. But it is more serious than that. OCD is more than just being afraid of germs or washing hands. It starts with intrusive thoughts. People have all sorts of things. Sometimes it's like a voice talking to you. You have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do things in a certain way. So those intrusive thoughts, sometimes it creates a lot of anxiety. People are second guessing their decisions. Oh, what if I do this? What if I do that? What if I do this? People are stuck because they can't even take decisions when they're overwhelmed with OCD anxiety. And the intrusive thoughts get to a point where a person feel like they cannot do it, they cannot take it anymore. So they do what we call compulsions, right? Compulsions are the things that people do to reduce the anxiety. So when a person feels like their hands are dirty, then they want to wash it multiple times. When a person feels like the people will judge them or people will talk about them, then they don't want to go to public. They don't want to go to certain places. They act in response to their anxiety, and that is the compulsion. And usually what we know from several studies is that the compulsion is what really fits into the OCD. So when you think about it, it's like you live in this cycle where you have intrusive thought, you become anxious, you do a compulsion, and you get a temporary relief, and then in a little bit, you have those obsessive thoughts again. It is very common in relationship. People have not been able to maintain their relationship because of OCD, just because on a daily basis, they are questioning themselves whether their relationship is good. They are questioning whether their partners are cheating. A lot of relationship problem has to do with OCD. But unfortunately, it is one of those things that are very difficult to diagnose just because the symptoms kind of spread across multiple scenarios. And so in short, anxiety really involves, people worried about life events, work, health, but OCD actually involves people having intrusive thoughts and actually engaging in compulsion to reduce those thoughts. And it is treatable. Just so you know, if you know anyone with those, it is treatable. We use exposure and response therapy to actually treat OCD. It works. It is the golden standard treatment, and it works. So again, getting to the end of the program, I will share the information. If you know anyone struggling with OCD, the person can make a contact. Thank you.
Dr. Jennifer, what are some of the risk factors involved in? What are we supposed to look out for if you have friend, relative, child who you think is going through some aspects of? Let me rephrase that. There's a terminology that people use a lot that I sometimes think it's overused, and they say I'm depressed. Depression. I'm going through depression. Oh, I lost this. I'm depressed. I'm that. Sometimes, and I may be wrong, but I think sometimes some people overuse it a lot. How do I know that somebody's really depressed? What are some of these risk factors involved in that? Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So I think that, so there's, and I'm not sure about other countries, but I know in America there's a organization called NAMI, and that stands for the National Alliance of Mental Illness. And that's like a national organization that helps the family members of those who have a loved one that has some type of mental illness. And that's really, important because it takes a little bit of education to kind of understand the signs and symptoms of things that you should watch out for. And so, but to answer your question about depression, so there's a big difference between situational depression and what's called clinical depression. Because situational depression, a lot of times, any one of us can have situational depression. Any one of us can go through, some hard times or setbacks and have some depression. If we have lost a loved one, then that's understandable that anybody would be depressed. Even, I have some clients that I talk to, and they're going through a lot of structural trauma, like situational trauma, in the sense that they're having problems with criminal justice systems or mental, even trying to get help in the healthcare system or any other system. And so if I was in that situation, I would need a diagnosis because, anybody would feel sad or depressed, or anybody would have problems with those situations. But clinical depression is different, in that, I think it's great to look at the poems of people who actually have clinical depression because it's almost, sometimes in metaphors they talk about it being like a cloud that's over your head that you can't get rid of, or like walking through molasses and just not being able to move forward. But there's like specific symptoms for clinical depression, and there's like um 9 symptoms of depression, and you need 5 out of the 9 in order to meet criteria for clinical depression.
Really? So is that part of what you do? You talk to people to find out if they have any of these symptoms, and then they are diagnosed as
Well,
clinically
I mean, I've done that for like many, many years. Yeah. So, and I still do that. However, now I'm kind of moving towards interventions that don't stigmatize people, and that you don't necessarily need a diagnosis in order to treat. So it kind of humanizes the person. But yes, I do diagnose it.
Do we have situations where I still will keep it, Dr. Jennifer? Do we have situations where you have black individuals who may prefer having black therapists, and that's exactly who they want to talk to, and so maybe they are not enough within that field, and so people walk away rather than having treatment with others?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that happens. That happens often. And then, I've heard of, well, let me say that in America, only about 3% of all clinicians are Black.
Three?
So it's like 3 to 5%, yeah, of all clinicians are Black. So what that means is that somebody's gonna have to go to somebody that's not Black at some point. So but like and my, I do have a small private practice, and my private practice is full because there's lots of people that really want like culturally sensitive care, and they want to talk to somebody that's going to understand their whole person of who they are. They don't want to have to try to describe what a racial microaggression was to them, so yeah, so I agree. Yeah, there's not enough Black mental health practitioners out there.
Well, for those of us who are listening and always thinking about careers for our nephews and nieces and sons and daughters, probably there's another area you want to consider. Lilian, I just remembered you're from Texas, or talking to us from Texas. Last year there was a prominent situation in one of the hospitals where a patient went off and attacked, a nurse who unfortunately passed away, and there was a lot of information about it because she was from Ghana. Do we get situations where patients just refuse medication because it makes them go into certain moods that they just don't want?
Yes, that happens quite often. So part of the appointment is that we'll talk about their diagnosis, talk about the medications that I'm recommending, and then I'll go over the side effects. Okay, and a lot of them have GI side effects like nausea, vomiting. Sometimes they have headaches, and that is because of just the way the medications work and the receptors that they work on, and the neurotransmitters that go in the medications. So we go about that, and then I let them know that, hey, this is what's going to happen. It might happen or it might not happen, but it will last for a couple of days. If it lasts longer than a week, please call the clinic, let the nurse know, and I'll give you some, what to do. You can take it with food. You can take it at night. It will help reduce those symptoms, and then they go about it. However, a lot of people do not take their medication because of the side effects. So education is very important. So I make sure I educate them, if you do this, this is what is going to happen. If you don't take the medicine and it's in a bottle,
okay,
it will not work.
Okay.
Yeah. But I wanted to add something to what Dr. Jennifer said about the depression. Most of the time, right, when people are clinically depressed, we look at 2 weeks of you being very, very sad, right? Like a cloud hanging over you. Some people sleep too much or sleep very little. They eat too much or eat very little, okay? Things that they used to enjoy doing, they don't enjoy that anymore. All of a sudden, our host doesn't like to play music anymore, right? That would be a big problem. So those are the things that we have to look out for. Things that people enjoy, they stop doing. Then all of a sudden they feel like, you know what, they can't sleep well, they're unhappy, then they have suicidal thoughts. Okay, so we need to look at those things. These are for mostly adults and children. But in the case of children, when they are depressed, they get more irritable, they get more easily frustrated. So if you have a kid who is calm and cool, and all of a sudden they are very angry at everything you say, it could be a sign of depression because they cannot regulate their feelings very well enough. So I wanted to add that to what Dr. Jennifer said, just to make sure that we know the signs and symptoms and know what to look for, that we can go look for help for your family member or loved one.
Can we be blamed for some of this? And when I say we, I mean African parents. We put so much pressure on our kids to be what we want them to be. And within our own contemporaries, we call them soft, that they are not as hard as we used to be. Are we right, or are we exaggerating? Are we pushing them too much because they are growing up in a different world than we did? And Kwagyei, maybe I'll leave that for you. Are we pushing too much pressure on them? Is it affecting them?
Well, I think the problem is with our limited knowledge of mental health. That is where the problem is. See, back in Ghana, when we were even in primary school, right? The last day of school, they line up everybody and then the teachers will announce the class positions, the end of term positions. So they will call the person, the first, the second, the third. If you're in a class of 50, they're going to call someone out as number 50 before the whole community, right? And so we shame kids that are not doing well academically, not thinking about their developmental challenges or their learning difficulties. I didn't know anything about learning disorders when I was in Ghana. You know, you have dyslexia. There's another one called dysgraphia. People have difficulties with writing. They are smart, but they just can't write. But what did we see in Ghana? Your teacher will cane you if you don't write well. When this was actually a learning disability. People struggle with math. They can be good with any other thing, but just by their nature, they can't do well with math. People struggle with just even reading. But again, because we don't understand some of these developmental challenges, everyone want to push their kids to become engineers, to become lawyers. And so the pressure on kids itself, I think what we should do is when a child is struggling, take them to a professional, assess them, do a proper psychological evaluation, understand their developmental challenges, and then push them towards where they will be successful. Mm-hmm. We don't all have to become doctors. We don't have to become engineers. The kid that will never sit in class, the teacher will just cane them for being stubborn. But this kid has ADHD. We didn't know that. This kid that struggle with attention and concentration is a smart kid. If you give them computers, they will dismantle and put them back together. But what do we see back home? If they don't sit, if they can't keep their mouth shut, they get whipped. And so our community, I think if I look back knowing what I know now, we've caused a lot of harm to people. And it is time to actually repair those harm. That's why I'm so passionate about mental health literacy. It is something we have to we have to know better. We were caning, but we shouldn't be caning our kids. Thank you.
You said something that just hit hard. You said, looking back, we have cost a lot of people. Looking back, we have, just because of upbringing. And so I think there's something that we also need to do a lot, and I think that's why you guys are here. That it is okay to go for therapy. Mm-hmm. It is okay to go for therapy. And I remember, I mean, this is taking me back a little bit, but I used to watch a show on HBO called The Sopranos. And the main guy himself was always seeing a therapy, but never let his people know. And it seems that it's something that some people do. That we find it that it's a bit of a stigma letting somebody know that you're going to see a therapist. How do you, Dr. Jennifer, how do you manage stuff like that? If somebody talk to you, do you still get that? Do you get patients who come to you and talk about this? There's some, they don't want others to know that they are seeing a therapist. And even if I am seeing a therapist, is it okay to let somebody know that I am? How much privacy do I need to keep?
I think as far as the privacy you need, I think it really depends on your family system and how supportive they are or not. Yeah, so if you think or you have a feeling that your family system is not going to be supportive, then I wouldn't put myself in the position of, like kind of revealing everything that I'm doing to them at the time. So what I can say is that it's interesting. It's very interesting, this whole thing, and I'll bring spirituality into it because I'm also I also was a minister for quite a while, and so in my previous church, I was a minister at the same time as I was doing, like therapy with people, and so what ended up happening is that the pastor would ask me to intervene in certain situations that would happen at the church. And so I was able to witness and experience for quite a while, like the way that mental health and mental illness was talked about in church and how it was talked about over the pulpit and how it was talked about, and so there, for instance, there was a particular person that was preaching, and she was talking about the difference between crazy and crazy, and how, okay, crazy is if you take a medication, crazy if you go into a therapist. But yeah, we all a little crazy, but crazy, and so, there's a lot of, stigmatization, even, within our support system sometimes. And so, yeah, I wanted to bring that up because, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right that sometimes, uh, it does not, it doesn't do us justice to necessarily tell everybody in our setting about, like, what kind of healing that we're trying to achieve. But we should never be ashamed of getting healing. We should never be ashamed. And the way that I think about it, and I tell my clients that this is a wholeness walk. It's like the spirit and the mind and the body are all tied together. And if you're not dealing with your mental health, then something else is going to go awry. If you're not dealing with your mental health, then you probably be seeing some things going on in your body that are going out of whack. If you having physical problems, it might be tied to your emotions. The spirit, if the spirit is not like well, so all of it's tied together in a wholeness perspective.
I think you have a very unique perspective, because I know there are a lot of people, or I've heard a lot of people where something is cropping up. You're talking to somebody, you're maybe expecting them to listen with empathy, and their response is, go and pray about it. You get over it. Go and pray over it. You get over it. And so there's like sometimes I don't know if there's a divide between the mental health experts and then the religious aspect of it. But from your perspective, it seems you seem to merge both together, which is I guess that's what everybody would love. Lilian, have you had examples where somebody comes to you and says that my pastor says I should do this, or somebody says I should go this route, rather than come to see a professional? And what do you say? What's your answer in a situation like that?
Yeah, that happens quite often. But in my church currently, my pastor has realized that the two go hand in hand. So we have every quarter, we have a mental health summit where myself and 3 other nurse practitioners, together with a psychologist, come in, and then we talk. We give symptoms. We give what to look out for. We talk about trauma, because we all came from, as James said, we all came from a background that we've been traumatized, believe it or not. And we talk about, ADHD symptoms for children and adults, and especially around the holidays, when your family members are back home, or maybe you are by yourself, maybe you're divorced, it could be anything. Though around those times, we make sure that we have at least a meeting to help people know what to do around the holidays to help them. So we are bridging mental health and the spirituality aspect together, because our people will not, even when we have the meetings, they will not ask questions. The only way we could get them to ask questions is put it anonymously in a basket, and then we'll answer them so nobody knows who put them there. And that is a problem, because they feel like they're going to be stigmatized. So by learning about it, by talking about it like you do
I'll do
now,
the same though.
Exactly. It will help break that stigma. So that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can't believe I'm a host trying to let everybody have a different perspective of all this, and then I'm admitting openly that there are certain things I would do myself. I guess the growth will be gradual, sending out the message in the first place. I asked this a few minutes ago, but I think I should ask this again. But what are some of the symptoms? I think initially, Lilian, you talk about within the kids we can see that. Within adults, what are some of the things we should look out for? If as far as something is going wrong, that we suspect somebody within our family, something is going wrong, what are some of the things we look out for? I know some might be pretty obvious. I think Kwagyei mentioned about hearing voices within your head and all that. But there are other things. Are they mainly like behavioral? You mentioned divorces can lead to some aspects of mental health.
So with the symptoms, right, some of them kind of overlap in a way. Like even when you take ADHD symptoms, they don't sit, they cannot, like Dr. James said, they will not sit down in class, they'll be hyper. Some of them may just be inattentive, okay? Sometimes they may be depressed, and that is what's making them not focus in class. It could just be depression. But what's caused the depression? I like to get to the root cause of everything. All right, because everything has a root cause. Did it stem from the divorce? Did it stem from them thinking we don't have enough money, we're struggling, my parents are doing this and that? There's always a root cause. So whenever I get a patient, I ask them, when did this thing happen? How long has it been happening? Okay, for depression, normally it's 2 weeks or more. Overeating or undereating, oversleeping, not sleeping enough, irritable, restlessness, not enjoying things that you used to enjoy. Anxiety, it has to be where you've been very on the edge for about 6 months minimum, right? Which affects your occupational functioning or school functioning, anything that you do, social functioning, okay? People get so anxious that they don't want to step out of their house because they're having the social anxiety. They think everybody's looking at them. If they're in class, they don't want to talk because they feel like they're going to sound stupid. So we have to go into all these little details and nuances to find out exactly what the symptoms are. So that would be anxiety, okay? But those also overlap with ADHD. And then we also talk about OCD. In the OCD, as already mentioned, will be intrusive thoughts that you feel like if you don't do this, something bad is going to happen to my family. All right, so then you go about making sure that you check the stove, you check the door so many times, it makes you late for work. It makes you late for everything. And then we have schizophrenia, where you're hearing voices or you're seeing things that are not there. Now, there are some times where people may be very depressed that they may not necessarily be schizophrenic, but they may have major depressive disorder with psychotic features. The depression is so bad that they're hearing voices. Once I treat a depression, the psychosis goes away too. You see, so that's why you got to see us so that we can help, basically. And whenever I have a patient, I always say, this is not the end of your life. You're not going to be on these medications forever. So I start off by telling them, hey, this is not your depression. Don't tell me this is my depression and my anxiety. No, you don't own that. We're going to treat it. We're going to move on, and then we'll take you off the medications when it's safe to do so, and then you live your life. And that always works.
Interesting. Kwagyei, I was going to ask a question, and I noticed that somebody has asked the same thing on Zoom. Is there an adult form of ADHD?
Definitely, there's an adult ADHD. ADHD is usually diagnosed in childhood,
right?
But people are not diagnosed early enough, and so they can grow into adulthood. But it's usually diagnosed in childhood. That'll be my simple answer.
I see. Dr. Jennifer, I saw your hand going up. Were you going to add something to that?
Yeah. So I know people who have adult, actually not necessarily adult onset, because it usually starts at between around early elementary school age or preschool age. It usually starts and continues on in their life. But I know people that have adult ADHD. So yeah, it's absolutely an issue for some people.
Right.
One huge area has been the use of opioids, drug and alcohol abuse, and sometimes you heard people talk about it, and we don't consider that as mental health. It is, right? Can we let people know that is also considered mental health abuse? Can lead to mental health, right? I'll leave Dr. Jennifer.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. So I think along with what Lillian was talking about, I think that as family members, as friends, if you look at the level of functioning of a person in general, and see how the level of function is affected. So are they having problems functioning at their school? Are they having problems functioning at home? Are they having problems functioning in some way, occupationally? If they're having problems in general, then that's a sign to kind of compassionately talk to them and maybe try to lead them to get some help. But yeah, so substance use and abuse is definitely something that can affect your mental state and vice versa. Absolutely.
Cool. So, Lilian, if somebody comes up to you and says, I'm stressed, because stress can be linked to this, right? And then they give you examples of, what they've been struggling with. Will one of your diagnoses be just having a conversation with them on a regular basis, like schedule a conversation every week or every 2 weeks? Is that one of your diagnoses, or are you going to pump them with some type of medication?
Not always. The medication is always recommended, but you cannot enforce that somebody should take the medicine. So I will talk to them and find out about the root cause. What is causing the stress? Sometimes it could be maybe job loss. If it's an adult, sometimes it could be my parents are stressing me out. Sometimes it could be anything. So you find out the root cause of it. And most people don't want to sit down and go back and look at what caused the stress. So we have to do or walk backwards to figure out what is causing the stress. All right. Once we find out the root cause, maybe they are having difficulty making ends meet. All right. In that case, what are you good at? What can you do? Can you get a part-time job? Can you do something to help you once we find the root cause of it? Okay. So that's why I will tackle it. And I wouldn't prescribe medication for that per se. They will need to talk to somebody. We have case managers whom they'll talk to, who will help them talk about what is happening and give them coping skills to manage those symptoms. All right. They will see me for medication, yes. But even though they're not a medicine, I can follow up in about a couple of weeks and say, hey, let's see how you're doing after you use these coping skills. Then we'll refer them for counseling or therapy. They'll go see Dr. Jennifer, and they'll say, hey, all right, this is what you're going to do to help you with coping skills. So we take it from there. But I just wanted to add something to what Dr. Jennifer said about substance use disorder. Most people medicate with substances, okay? So maybe they have anxiety or they're depressed. They think if they drink their lives away, it's going to help them. That is just a mask that we put over the situation. So you always have to go back to the root cause, what is happening, and then you can take it from there, because the medicine, the drug use is not going to help the situation. It will only make you feel worse. And once it wears out, you're going to drink even more or smoke even more or use even more to get the same effect. So we have to try and deal with the root cause and give them coping skills whenever they find themselves in that situation.
My friend who owns a liquor store is not too happy with you right now, but I think that's good advice. Let me come to Kwagyei with this. And I remember when I mentioned Dr. Jennifer has a unique advantage of both being a pastor and dealing with mental health. I have a friend who was setting up a psychiatry clinic in Ghana, and it was burnt down about 3 times. And everybody was wondering who was doing this. We're blaming different people, only to find out it was, a church around the corner that was burning his psychiatry because it was going to affect them. Kwagyei, can you let's talk a little bit about this, about pastors and the mental health aspect? I think that can be a topic on its own. Let's see from your perspective.
It is a topic on its own. I've done extensive research in that area. I actually wrote my dissertation on that subject. Dr. Jennifer earlier said, she talked about, I think, the limited professionals that we have, even people of color, right? Like here in America, you're looking for somebody who looks like you for services. You don't have it. We have services here. We have professionals here, but very few people are of color. But when you go to back home in Ghana, specifically, the ratio is worse, right? When you're talking about how many psychiatrists we have per the entire population, it is ridiculous. If you're looking at even how many psychiatric beds we have in Ghana, they are very, compared to the population that needs it, very limited. So what are people doing? They've resorted to these prayer camps, right? And so when we want to talk about the role of these pastors, we want to approach it holistically. It's like there is a niche for them. First of all, we spiritualize mental health. So when people are sick or they have any mental health symptom, the first thing they are looking at is spiritual solution, right? And where do people go? They go to these pastors for that spiritual solutions. That's one of the problems. Number 2, most people don't even know that, okay, there's something like depression or there's something like, schizophrenia. So because of that limited knowledge, we've kind of spiritualized everything. And these pastors are also treating mental health from spiritual point of view. And it is sad as a Ghanaian sometimes to see on YouTube that there's certain places where people who are really psychotic are chained to trees. They are sitting in the open sun, under very, very harsh conditions. What is the way forward? One, we have to educate the pastor because we cannot take them out of the business. I'm not surprised that you are burning your friend's first lady. We can't take them out of business. That is where people go. So my focus is to make sure that the pastors are educated. Clergy mental health literacy. So that pastors will understand that, one, Christianity is not against mental health treatment, right? In the Bible recognized mental health. When King Saul was depressed, they would look for the young boy David to play some fine tunes just for him to calm himself down. It was a clear example of depression. The Bible talks about Jesus casting out evil spirit from people. So we know from time old, people do have mental health challenges. But the Bible is not against seeking help from professionals. So I encourage everyone, I'm Christian myself, but when you have someone who is suffering from any form of mental health conditions, encourage them to seek help from a professional. We can use these pastors when they have their puppet, so they have followers, right? So we can work with these pastors when they stand in the pulpit, instead of describing mental illness as crazy, they should understand it as a health challenge and encourage their congregation to seek help. And like Miss Lilian said, encourage the professionals among their congregation to lead such effort to educate their people.
Good. I wonder if a forum like this will be successful if we took it to Ghana. A few challenges, but then the information we are sending out, I think, is very important. But again, I'm taking my mind to growing up. So we grew, and maybe Lilian and Kwagyei could take this one. We grew up in Ghana, and we grew up without the word mental health, and most of us did well. Why has this word become so prominent? I mean, can it be that the more we hear about this, the more the lines become blurred between mental health and just basic stress or temporary pressure, temporary being the key word here? Is it that the more we hear about this now, we are trying to find things that maybe were not really a problem?
It's always been there, in my opinion. We're just hearing about it more because, one, the pandemic brought it about even more. It surfaced more with the pandemic, you see, and people were looking for resources. So the pandemic aggravated everything there that was already there. And all of a sudden, it became more, wow, this existed. This has been going on all this time. So now, after that, we're all trying to embrace it more. First, there was the stigma. Of course, it still is, but as we talk about it more, people get to realize that this is not as bad as it seemed, So, like we've all established here, we have to just make sure we educate people, we educate ourselves. I got educated and I became a nurse practitioner in psych, right? But before, I didn't want to. I was afraid of the whole thing, and I look back and I laugh because that's how most people are. So we have to educate ourselves. We have to educate the public. We have to educate the clergy. We have to make sure that we speak loud because it's just as bad as physical health. In fact, they're kind of related in a way, So we can't treat one and not treat the other. And also with legislation in the US, the Obamacare also brought about the Mental Health Parity Act. So that also made sure that insurance companies are covering this. Before, it had to be out of pocket. And why should I go pay something out of pocket? So now, since that law came into being, now people are covered more for that. So now they're going to seek help for it. So it's a whole lot of things that are going on now that has brought it to the forefront. So we need to keep going and definitely take it back to our country, Ghana.
Okay, I see.
I always that I always say that even though we have a long way to go in Ghana and Africa, I'm very hopeful because America didn't get here today, right? If you look at the history of mental health services in America, they've come a long way, right? It used to be very common for a person with mental illness to be called an idiot, right? If you look at the 1840s, even the asylum where we treat mental illness, they used to call it insane asylum, right? So when you look at the changes in terminology from referring to people as idiots, insane, lunatic, and now we are simply talking about mental illness as our mental health. So gradually, the stigma is reducing. What we can do here is to take the knowledge that we are acquiring from here to actually go back home and help in any way that we can. Medication is one of the biggest issues. Even today, there was a report that came that FDA, for the first time in 30 years, they've approved a new medication for schizophrenia. Mental health is treatable. There are medications that help people. When I was working at inpatient back in Fort Belvoir, you will see a person come in like fully gone, psychotic, fully maniac. But within 3 days of good sleep and good medication, they don't even realize, they don't recognize where they are and how they got there. And so I believe that, and again, I want to thank you for organizing such a program, but we should continue the conversation and see what we can do to help. I always, my orientation is solution focused, right? I always want to talk about the problems, but at some point, we want to talk about what can we do to help? What can we do to make a difference? I'm organizing a few mental health professionals here in the US. We've started Ghanaian Mental Health Professionals Association. We're still growing. We have 20 members now, but we still want to grow. We want to be able to organize outreach to Ghana. We want to be able to collect medications and donate them. There are a lot of things that we can do to help. Thank you.
I mean, this definitely will not be a one-time thing. I mean, I can't believe that we've spoken for 60 minutes and there's still a lot I could ask. I mean, I finally found out that I can even segment this into various topics. And it's just still the tip of the iceberg. And maybe I should just end with this, Dr. Jennifer. A lot of us you saw dancing on screens are young, in our 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s.
Yes.
Yeah, and we just do this every Sunday to reminisce about when we're young and when life was less stressful. But a child comes up to you as a parent and says, "Mom, I'm stressed. I am overwhelmed, and I just feel I'm losing my mind." Step number one is, what do we say? What's the first?
Number one is to listen and to acknowledge and validate that what they're feeling is valid and that it's real. Because there's a lot of times people just push the child aside or say, nope, you need to be strong, or you need to buck up. So validate.
Okay. So I hope the person who asked me texted me to ask this question. I hope she's listening. You validate, you listen to what they're saying first, and then you move on to what the next step is. Therapy is always an option for us, and Lilian did say that it's covered, right? It's covered under insurance, so it's not something that you should worry. Is it, Lilian?
It depends on your insurance.
Or it depends on your insurance. It's not automatically. So if I'm afraid, if my insurance will not cover therapy, or no, I think everybody has it right. If my insurance cannot cover, what are solutions? Are there private places I could go to? Can I go to Dr. Jennifer's clinic? Can I call you on the side? Can I?
Unfortunately, they take Medicaid. I mean, they take insurances as well. But just going back to what Dr. James was saying. So pastors are gatekeepers, and they are just gatekeepers in the community, and they're going to by default have people coming to them to get counseling, and that's just the way it is. So I agree. I think that like giving them education and letting them know the scope of their practice, because that's real important. Like what where's the limit? Like what can they talk about? What do they need to refer? I think that would be important to help for those people that don't have insurance, those people that are not able to find somebody to help them.
Okay, that was I think the concern of somebody here.
Can I address that?
Yeah, Lilian, can you talk?
I work in a community mental health facility. So we serve the underserved people. So let's say you don't have insurance, right? You can still go to these community mental health clinics. I think I was able to find DC, hold on. I found a resource, this Department of Behavioral Health, Washington, DC. And if it's what it looks like it is, similar to where I work, it's on a fee for scale basis where it goes by your income. So if you're not making enough, they're going to charge you as much as they're going to make somebody who makes a whole lot of money. So those are there. And sometimes we even cover the medications. If you don't have insurance, you don't have work, we still cover the medications and the visits and the therapy and everything. We even help with housing. We help with transportation. We help you with so many resources. But most of the time, Africans and diaspora will not look for these resources. That is the other problem too. So I think we should probably have another meeting about this to talk about the resources that are available so people can go to them.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up even before I asked, because I know this is definitely not the last time that we'll listen to all three. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun listening to Dr. Jennifer Payne, to listening to Lilian Yamoah, and of course to James Adjei Kwagyei right here on Music for Equality Feed. We do our own thing each and every Sunday in order to go through what we call our own mental wellness. And I hope it's in our little way, it is helping our virtual community be revived and be sane and get ready each and every week for another 7-day journey. So thank you very much for talking to us. We definitely will be back again. Any final words? Actually, I should do that. Let's give everybody a final word before we get out of here. We start ladies first. So, Dr. Jennifer, final word.
I just thank you for inviting me. I love it, and I actually went to Ghana for the first time just this March, and so so I fell in love with it. So thank you so much.
Definitely, we'll call you again, especially if we are going back to Ghana to do this. It will be nice to take you along. Lilian,
thanks for inviting me as well. Just let's take care of ourselves and then take care of each other. If we take care of ourselves first, we're able to give more to the other person. So let's remember to do that.
When you're not hurt, you don't hurt.
Right.
And Kwagyei.
Yes, Fisher, thanks for having me. My last word is that you are your mental health. Everything that you do affects your mental health. Make sure you're sleeping right. Find a hobby if you don't have one. Get some rest and don't let nobody stress you. Thank you.
There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, James, Jennifer, and Lilian. Thank you. We'll definitely see you again somewhere in the virtual world. Thank you. Mental health awareness right here on Music for Equality Feed. We will be talking about this again, no doubt.
Over them all, if they want on Goliath, I be David for life. Oluwade my side. Over them all, 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 over them. I Payne down with my cartel. Number one, no forget. If you the vex, make you go kick it bucket. Oh no, I love it, fake it too. I said to God, they love it, change me. Them go come back for my mess, you. But them won't play me like Messi. Shake me, let me they call my phone. Let me they come my home. That feel like slow, but I fly over them like drone. Oh no. I be David for life. Oluwade my side. over them.
Well, that's a lot to listen to and a lot to learn. And we'll definitely be back again. Thank you so much, Dr. Jennifer. Thank you very much, Lilian. And of course, Kwagyei. Here with us talking about mental health awareness, especially in the Black community. And we delved more into Ghana than I even thought we would. There's so much to talk about. We'll be back again. Next week, we enter the month of October. And if you've been a fan of this show, you know what happens a lot in October. Breast Cancer Awareness Week, right here on Music for Your Quality Feet. And our first guest on the first week in October, which will be October 6th. Jules will be here right with us, Pink for Africa, live from Ghana. And a whole lot of guests, man. There are some guests who have incredible stories that we would listen to. Guests who decided to get checked after listening to shows right here. Guests who decided, I don't want to speak to your audience on Zoom. I want to be live from your house. The month of October. Get ready for more.
Over them all. If they want turn Goliath, I be David for life. Oluwa de my side. Over them all. 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 Over them. I Payne down with my cartel. Number one, no forget. If you the vex, make you go kick your bucket. Oh no, I love it, take it too. I said to God, they love it, change me. Them go come back for my mess, you. But them won't play me like Messi. Shake me, let me they call my phone.
She's crazy about this song and I knew she'd be up. Ninette, over them, man. Over them, over them, over them.
Over them all. If they want turn Goliath, I be David for life. Oluwa de my side. Over them all. 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 Over them all.
Frances Apia Kubi, Otendemo.
You know, say God in my back every time I come true. That's true. We take it too. I said to God, they love it, change me. Them go come back for my mess, you. But them won't play me like Messi. Shake me, let me they call my phone. Let me they come my home. That be like slow, but I fly over them like drone. Oh no. If they want turn Goliath, I be David for life.
You feeling me a good
Oluwa de my side.
Yeah, now you the making my temperature dey rise. You feeling me a good time. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to chop your heart. Never did it back at this shit. Open up, make us feel. Yeah, my love one thing. Me make a bad man sing.
JJ, the rose, the rose, the rose.
Pounds and dollars I go spend for your head. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now you my con they carry for my head every night. Now you I want to carry to my bed, oh no no. Don't tell me no no no. You can be my partner, never riding solo though. And we got no one lucky, no need to party, whoa. I feel it, what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they back at me, sweet, open up, make us body body, oh no 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 no. You got me. When they call me, I want to go, but you got me coming. Why should I be coming early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make me spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you money. Baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need to make a little pity. You won't make a story before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body back can make you shake it for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pan. Come and keep show.
First, let me say to you, I cannot wait to see you. You are the treasure I've been waiting for. Do you know how much I really need you? I dey pray for the day when I can finally kiss you. You know, say every day I dey pray for you. Oh, in my heart today's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart it dey beat like do bang, do bang. 'Cause now you I choose, so I am fair, me I am fair. I sing for you wanna be like do bang, do bang. Baby, now you I go big, oh I am fair, me I am fair. But there we go. See, I may not give the world to you, but I'll give you what I have. Oh baby, oh, you are my angel, oh. Could you live me, oh? Shabby, you know, say every day I dey pray for you. Oh, in my heart, oh, there's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart it dey beat like do bang, do bang. 'Cause now you I choose, oh I am fair, me I am fair. I sing for you wanna be like do bang, do bang. Baby, now you I go big, oh I am fair, me I am fair. Only for you it'll be like do oh. I sing for you, my baby, oh. Do oh.
When the morning sun sweeps across my room as I wake from another dream of you, you'll be staring at me, giving me a kiss, say honey, play me a song, sip a melody. Maybe something will say, although baby, waiting on your channel. You came along when I was nobody. Then show me how to be somebody. Hey, Baba, hoy, Bashifa, oh, I go die with you, get bad boy. Feel so bad until say, oh, my love. You bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me. Just the touch of your hand. You bring out the best in me. Gotta let me know you're my man. You bring out the best in me. 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 Just the touch of your hand, boy. You bring out the best in me. Gotta let me know you're my man, boy. You bring out the best in me. So every second, every minute, every hour, you say the things that only make me stronger. You give me the strength to accept the things I cannot change. Upo wa mi di trade. Intentionality I me different more. Baby, I not here na yet true. Who should make friends say go cry for. You came along when I was nobody, baby. Then show me how to be somebody. Oh, he Baba, hoy, Bashifa, I go die with you, get bad boy. Feel say, oh, yeah, and say, oh, my Shemano, Shema Come, Cousin did it be a good one. Shit your diary, or Pipa Mare Wonina, or him, Mammy teach you with Denkoa, and Sichenia won or the Kumi. Shit your diary, shit your diary, shit your diary, shit your diary, shit your diary.
Hey, I haven't seen Mr. George today. I wonder how he's doing.
Shit your diary, made my life so meaningful. Shit your diary, median coming to me, baby. I'm a dreaming home, many the son in Asa. None come see me, no be more. We say, order pa, and we in a palm. Shasha, me, young video. Copim cemetery, come. Mama come move in cabini. You see your door, me am shiva. Ebo mi hu, frise mati. You see your door, etiakuma. But you gave me a reason to let you stay. My life's never been the same since that day. Oh, I will never ever let you go. I will never ever let you go. I will never ever let you go. Oh, dear serious, I know. And it's just my comemu. Wakasem de debut gumasu. Shit your diary. Or people marewonina. Or him mammy teach you mutenkoa. It's teaching you one or the kumi. Shit your diary. Shit your diary. Shit your diary. Shit your diary, shit your diary. Oh, you made me so beautiful. Shit your diary, made my life so meaningful. What is serious?
Because of the I want and I'm into me for a while, bro. Rama mini J was so now to my end to my go cry and one I mean you prefer. Oh, onto you, what need me to catch you? What you know, oh, piano. Oh, my come catch you. Said the ground was up back. Now don't succumb to me, oh, bro. All day, when I need one, no, want me take grandma home. All day, when I need one, no, want me take grandma away. Let me see me no bad walk on no. Ah, me no bad walk on no.
Fawakuma mamo, de fawakuma mame. Fawakuma mamo midie. Sazi wakuma mama, monsume wa pezama oda. Oya no kwasem de so doni wa chonya kura. Bize Nigeria kande odonti monsushi. Owumpa nyubo intime rabe si abotar. Mawasem nyamasem na fawakuma mamida. Fawakuma mamo. Fawakuma mamo.
Everybody underrates you. My girl, I go they appreciate you. You know I can't ever hate you. libi, naba, naba, they make me de kaya, kaya, baby. I go die on top of your matter, cause you're libi, naba, naba, they make me de kaya, kaya, baby.
Mr. George. Ophelia on her diet now. Hey, Akosi AstraZeneca. The rose, the rose, the rose.
Sorry, forget your worry. I dey come to spend so lash your money. Why? Yeah, yeah, bro, da da, and jam, bro, yeah, oh yeah, bro, ah, oh yeah, bro, da da, yeah, bro, hey, yeah, bro, da da, and jam, bro, yeah, ah, oh yeah, bro, yeah, bro. And then yeah, Friday, oh you go confirm me back, oh you. Magi me pay, me compare baby I shakodi. Minti wu pace, obi ampaka asembesi. Me tu kokobi, me babe swa kofi akopi. Hey, yeah bro, yeah bro, yeah bro. Gradual Megimeni, Wabina Gigi Weni, eh, Abuba Gigi Weni, Emery Papa Bini, Ain't Shiji Weni, Dishi Weni, ah, Kindi Buchi Weni, Missy Shiji Weni. Yes,
be stuck in a maze, looking for the wrong one again, wrong one again. Big girl, I'm searching again. Even though I fuck with your ways, even though your body they craze, no be for me, maybe I'm unlucky again. Nigga, my cup, my love. Oh, another one for one nigga. I'ma just call my dealer, my dealer. Nigga, my cup, my dealer. Oh, another one for one nigga. I'ma just call my dealer, my dealer.
Alright then, my dealer come quickly. Come quickly, cause my case is gritty. Hello. My dealer come quickly. Come quickly, cause my case is gritty. Hello. Because then, and anytime I find someone to love, she go do me why oh. And after me give her my everything, she go break in my heart oh. It be like say, now the bad things I do. Bad things, yeah. What the I'm and go do. It be like say, now the bad things I do. Bad things, yeah. What the I'm and go do.
My love. Oh, another one for my nigga. I'ma just call my dealer, my dealer. Liquor, my cup, my dealer. Oh, another one for my nigga. I'ma just call my dealer. What do me do to you in my body? Oh, baby girl, you know you got the juice, you got the fire. Cause one man's meat is another man's poison. To all the people who do me wrong, oh, they led me straight to you. But that's it. I wonder if you think say I go leave you. Saga, man, I would do it, yeah. Girl, I'm yet to stay. No, if I leave you, make thunder fire me. Thunder fire, fire. Baby, if I leave you, make thunder fire me. Thunder fire, fire. See, I go fight for your love. I go all for your love. I go give up on my girls for your love. Yes, Lord. What do we do to you, in me, Jimmy? Oh, baby girl, and your friend, me, you're tall, me, you're tall, me, need a sword, nobody but you. I wonder if you think say I go leave you. Saga with it. Man, I would do it, yeah. Girl, I'm yet to stay. Lord, if I leave you, make thunder fire me. Thunder fire. Baby, if I leave you, make thunder fire me. Thunder fire. Thunder fire. It's your baby last night with a big bumper. She said she had a man, but she still gave me that number. Be like she know, say I demand weakness for the biggie bumper, you know, for the biggie bum bum, you know, yeah.
So what about the vibe? Is she just nice? Tell me what she like. If she got a man, did she think twice? Is the face fine?
Said her face fine, and she fine, of course. She did talk much, and I'm quiet, of course. Perfect combi. She did do me things, and I can't deny.
Perfect combi. Spin waist, bumper, my face perfect combi. She did my waist. She don't look at anybody. Face perfect combi. Spin waist, bumper, my face perfect combi. She did my waist. She don't look at anybody. Face perfect combi.
Me boy, I come and move, anything you did want. No, baby, I'm a top, mama, boy.
Can I lock it down your front door? Can I give you everything I'm on? If there's anything you need, just call.
Yo, Girl, this your sugar go sweet, oh. Make a man want taste time for real, oh. Make I know what's up, what's the deal, oh. Oh, you my what's up.
So what about the vibe? She just nice. Tell me what she like. She got a mind. She think twice. Is the face fine?
Say the face fine, yeah, she fine, of course. She did talk much and I'm quiet, of course. Perfect combi. She did do me things and I can't deny.
Perfect combi. Spin waist, bumper. My face perfect combi. She did my waist. She don't look at anybody. Face perfect combi. Spin waist, bumper. My face perfect combi. She did my waist. She don't look at anybody. Face perfect combi. Spin waist, bumper. My face perfect combi. She did my waist. She don't look at anybody. Face perfect combi. Spin waist.
Yeah, I'm a bro. I attend to you. I'm up on me and I may find him. I know my friends, my quinty. Fear me near Bridge. As I'm to Mrs. Sia, I cut the phone away. As I'm to Mrs. Sia, what did the phone away? Mammy, I will me. I'm not on the view. My dad was here dancing. Papa needs someone to view. The Jimmy Woo. Jimmy Woo, Jimmy Woo, Jimmy Woo. In the manumi, while I'm good make kura. In the manumi, while I'm good make kura. I attend to you. Mambo me and me a day. I attend to you. Mambo me and me fine. Jimmy Woo, Jimmy Woo. Any mere one pabuanu can come and pim time, pim dummy. It up to a massa sorry. Nabusia didiame watum. Any mere one pabuanu can come. Any me pennies and I'm 964. Manqua Busia better come. I do this for my family and myself. Drip me say be cum come. Any me pennies and I'm 964. Manqua Busia better come. I do this for my family and myself. Drip me say be one man soldier, instruction soldier. What yo I'm a soldier, one man soldier, instruction soldier. And pim time, pim. It up to a massa sorry. Nabusia didi ame wato. Any mere won pabuanu can come. And pim time, pim. It up to a massa sorry. Nabusia didi ame wato. Any mere won pabuanu can come. What yo I'm a soldier, one man soldier, instruction soldier. What yo
a desi. I didn't need to bomb, I think he's going, he crazy. I take, that man that is super Audi. I feel consent, now all you, the shay. As to come over to Audi. Ubeti, hey, Araba. And right here, the home, Baba. Say I'm a friend. Dada, oh come back on the Mr. Oya Wildo. Oh, by if you're the dark man, you go. Hey, me say, me one for what they pass at the Gassan and this what in the tent. Araba so cop, took, Bele. What did your home command the cop? The marketing car, and let it go. Tiasu me a part, why? But why? I said, me so to the pinot, now the common wine. Want to be a facoto, young wine. She call me a poma, Macobo, over. A brassy, casting over. Kitty, young and a couple black star. Mr. P.O.P. who refuse your farm, one up, blaster. Woo! Disaster.
Hope your love go sweet past the sheet up. Baby girl, I say your body na killer, oh. Oh, yeah, I get it tired of your body, oh. Only on your body. That girl for the corner, tell somebody make the call, I'm up. Where see the wine, I see fire for her body, oh. And if you follow me, go now, enjoyment go kill, I'm up. Baby girl, you bad, oh. Girl, the way you whine, I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl. Say you are my woman, eh? My superwoman. I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl. Die for the love, girl.
Oh, as we creep to the top of hour number 3 right here. Let's go. Kiss Daniel. You know, the whole of the weekend, I just listened to Kiss Daniel in the car. Started laughing when I heard this song. It reminds me of a nursery rhyme. One of those kids' songs, man. Baby Shark. If you have little kids, you might remember that Baby Shark song. It sounds a little bit like it, huh?
la la, enti na maba, ebo no sia meba na mini wa bejeje komo, aketesia mesi mafaula la la, enti na maba saneba, aketesia mesi mafaula la la, enti na maba saneba, ebo no sia meba na mini wa bejeje komo. Ladies and gentlemen, rockstar. What a fast daddy, you dey give me power, oh. Power. Man, no matter chama, come and give me ginger, oh. Ginger. You got to bring down, no be only face and tonga, oh. Tonga. Me a day for you, although. Oh my city Belinda, and I go take you to Belinda. Belling, 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 Belinda. Oh my city Belinda, holiday for you Belinda. Belling, 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 Belinda. I can't get you off my mind. Tired yet I am, oh yeah, no. The way you touch me, oh my girl. Tell me do ya ne come here. And all the stories you dey hear. Oh be anyone.
Metuma.
Baby pose maker, snappy you find cinemato. All those show boys go run away. If them want make them slow, we go overtake. I dedicate this song to you and so me move my DMA. And when you call I go answer, oh, adore. Oh my city Belinda, and I go take you to Belinda. Belling, 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 Belinda. Oh my city Belinda, holiday for you Belinda. Belling, 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 Belinda. What a bad guy, you dey give me power, oh. Power. Man, no matter chama, come and give me ginger, oh. Ginger. You got to bring down, no be only face and tonga, oh. Tonga. Me a day for you, although. Oh my city Belinda, and I go take you to Belinda. Belling, 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 Belinda. Oh my city Belinda, holiday for you Belinda. Belling, 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 Belinda. Ladies and gentlemen, belling, 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 Belinda. Ladies and gentlemen, belling, 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 Belinda. Belling, 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 belling,
And just like that, another week is over. As we head into the month of October, man, peace and blessings each and everyone out there. Mental health awareness, like they told us, take care of yourself. Listen attentively and don't be afraid to talk to the right people. The month of October, breast cancer awareness. Various topics, various guests each and every Sunday. Right place, same time. Live on Zoom, live on YouTube, live on Afro Star Radio, and of course Adjei Radio. The name is still the same. This is Echo Official, coming to your doorstep each and every way possible. Thank you, Charlie. Nice one, man. Attire brutal, but it's all love, man. Take care. Watch what you eat. Don't go get gout, man. Peace and blessings, everyone. See you soon. Of course, enough respect to the team behind the scenes, man. To Belinda, to Lillian, to Peter and Paul, to Sylvia Parker, to Adrian Nanasapon. All of you right out there, man. NKD, Abena, Akosia AstraZeneca, Akia Arthur, Alfred Sakifio, Amma Poku, Anita, Bolenate, Auntie Chobis, Dr. Taki, Elsie and the crew over in Canada. Everybody in Canada except anyone who works for Air Canada. Beatrice and Francis Achampon, Ivy Rose, JJ, Michael Quay, Kwabna in the building, Lyrics, Mary Dugbate, Missy G, Ninette and the Delaware crew, Ophelia, Chuck Berry, Preba, Shirley T, Cynthia, Vida Boche, Yvonne Boret, Metoman, Sak, Rosemary Buba, Patricia Megashi, Edu Comboy. Charlie hit me up. I don't even know how. Hey. Oh my goodness, look at them out there. Metoman, oh Asala, Creo is awake at this time. Hey! Charlie, nice one, man. Where the action day? The London squad, man. Peace and blessings to you. Fuchu, Doreen and Nkrumah. Nana Wodonko, Matilda Yamoah, Kobe, Yalkoram, Ofege.
My brother, Professor Eko Atempo, DJ Fisho. Today, birthday party in America, Maryland. He's stealing and killing everywhere. I will not pay. I can't Papa yo ye do na kabweje ko oyin ibi enye chi oyin. This is Brahma Kamoko aka Buko Mako. Only a fool is run after the flying birds. Ekwa Chambu, you are the best solution in the country. Ekwa Chambu, you are the best solution in the country. Ekwa Chambu, you are the best solution in the country. Say Vancouver.